Now on your fast track to the top of the hour, a busy stretch of Veterans Boulevard was briefly shut down yesterday after police say a felony traffic stop led to a man taking his own life. It happened around 11:30 yesterday morning. West Fargo police say they pulled over a vehicle at the intersection of 26th Avenue South and Veterans Boulevard for probable cause related to a domestic dispute on Saturday night. They say the driver got out and was briefly detained, but the passenger stayed inside of that vehicle, revealed a firearm, and then died by suicide. No one else was hurt. The area surrounding the busy intersection was effectively shut down for about an hour. An 83-year-old woman is dead after a crash in Becker County yesterday morning. State Patrol says it happened just after 8 a.m. in the eastbound lanes of Highway 10 and 290th Avenue. They say a Jeep driven by a 47-year-old woman was heading eastbound on Highway 10 when a Buick driven by the 83-year-old pulled out in front of her. The woman in that Buick died. Both the driver and her passenger in the Jeep suffered non-life-threatening injuries. State Patrol plans to release the names of those involved sometime later today. Investigators are still working to determine why a woman opened fire yesterday inside celebrity pastor Joel Osteen's megachurch in Houston. Off-duty officers killed the suspect while 2 others were injured, including a young boy. Naomi Ruckham has the latest on what happened and where the investigation goes from here.
Shortly before the 2 p.m. Spanish worship service on Sunday, police say a woman wearing a trench coat entered Lakewood Church in Houston, Texas, and started firing. The shots, heard here on cell phone video, sent worshipers running as police say 2 off-duty officers confronted the suspect, fatally shooting her.
She had a long gun, and it could have been a lot worse, but they stepped up and they did their job. And I want to thank them for that.
The woman had a 5-year-old boy with her who was shot during the ordeal. He's now in critical condition. A man in his 50s was also shot and wounded. The suspect also told police that she had a bomb.
We searched her vehicle, our bomb squad, and also the backpack. No explosives were found.
The megachurch, which welcomes 45,000 people each week, is run by celebrity pastor Joel Osteen, who said his congregation is devastated.
We don't understand why all these things happen, but we know God's in control, and we're going to pray for that little 5-year-old boy and pray for the lady that was deceased, her family and all, and the other gentleman.
Osteen said the tragedy could have been much worse had it happened during the much larger service earlier in the day. Naomi Ruckham, CBS News.
Overnight, federal agents searched a home in a neighborhood north of Houston, which they say may have a connection to the shooting. Police have not said what, if any, relationship the woman had to the little boy or who actually shot him during the confrontation. A man who pleaded guilty to child porn charges after placing hidden cameras in homes across several states, including North Dakota, is due to be sentenced today. According to court documents, Jeffrey LaPointe admitted to putting a hidden camera in the bathroom of one North Dakota home, capturing video of a young girl nude about a dozen times. LaPointe was arrested in Fargo back on September 29th and pleaded guilty in November. The mother of that victim we mentioned is planning to speak at today's sentencing. You can keep up with this court case and its outcome on the VNL News app. It's where we post breaking news as it happens. You can download and use it for free. Just search VNL News in the App Store today. Switching gears, taking a jump outside. Let's get a check of our forecast with meteorologist Lisa Green. Good morning, Lisa.
Good morning. Looking beautiful out there in Fargo and many places in the valley where we have clear skies. You can see that sun coming up. It's going to be a little under an hour now before we see that sun up, but earlier and earlier each morning we get to enjoy this. And because it's clear, we have quiet conditions out there, no precipitation to worry about. The issue, though, is you can see our temperatures back below freezing overnight. And so anywhere where we had some melting, that may be frozen back up into some patchy ice. And there's also some frost, too. So some frosty roads that you may want to watch out for, and you can check for the latest on that in the VNL Weather app on our road conditions section. And we're at 26 degrees in Fargo. It feels more like 18, so it feels a little chilly out at the bus stop this morning. Wind out of the west northwest at 8 miles per hour, a temperature of 21 in Moorhead. In Grand Forks, East Grand Forks, looking rather quiet for us there. We're at 20 degrees, and it feels more like 11, so it may be a morning that you do grab the heavier coat this morning. Wind out of the west at 7 miles per hour. And and sunrise at 7:40 there. So here's a look at our radar and satellite map. You can see a lot of areas where we're clear, more clouds to the north and east, and that will be dipping southward a little more today. So especially if you're in northwest Minnesota, that's where we can expect to have a little bit more cloud cover and a little blue on the map north of the border. And there is a chance for some spotty light snow showers in northwest Minnesota today. Otherwise, looking mostly sunny once that sun is up, of course, and then becoming more partly cloudy by the afternoon. So heading out to the bus stop this morning, below freezing, afternoon, still enjoying some breaks in those clouds in places in the south and west at least, and into the upper 30s. And today likely to be the warmest day of the week. We're going to see those temperatures start sliding, especially by the end of the week here. Also want to mention our best chance for precipitation, that's going to be a little more widespread, is on Tuesday. We'll be tracking out that chance for some light snow and maybe even a mix too on the warm side of things during the day tomorrow. So more on that throughout the day today, and you can always again check for the latest on the VNL Weather app.
Sounds good. Thank you, Lisa. And the key South Carolina primary is edging closer, and presidential politics are heating up. GOP frontrunner former President Donald Trump is under fire for controversial comments on Russian dictator Vladimir Putin, as well as NATO allies, and remarks on rival Nikki Haley's husband. Haley, the former South Carolina governor, is pushing hard to make gains in her home state to stay in the game, and she's taking aim at her opponent's age. Alice Barr has the latest from Washington.
Sharp backlash today from both sides of the aisle and the ocean after former President Trump said he would encourage Russia to act against NATO countries that he believes don't pay their fair share for defense.
No, I would not protect you. In fact, I would encourage them to do whatever the hell they want. You got to pay.
NATO's Secretary General warned suggesting that allies would not defend each other puts American and European soldiers at greater risk. Republicans split in their response.
Donald Trump was president and he didn't pull aside in NATO. In fact, American troops were stationed throughout Europe.
The former president's sole Republican rival, Nikki Haley, slammed the comments as irresponsible. She's trying to gain on Mr. Trump in her home state of South Carolina, the next big primary contest, and aiming the same attack at Donald Trump and President Biden.
When you get to those ages, you get diminished. These are people making decisions on our national security.
That as the White House is playing defense after the special counsel report that found the president should not be charged for his handling of classified documents, but alleged that he struggles with his memory, which Mr. Biden denies.
This kind of sense that he's not ready for this job is just a bucket of BS that's so deep, your boots will get stuck in it.
Former President Trump's legal woes in the spotlight again with a deadline today to appeal a ruling finding he can be prosecuted for trying to overturn the 2020 election. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.
Former President Trump also taking heat for questioning why Nikki Haley's husband has not been with her on the campaign trail. He's deployed overseas with the National Guard. Haley accusing Trump of mocking military service, saying also he does not deserve to be president. The reigning Super Bowl champs Kansas City Chiefs have claimed the Vince Lombardi Trophy once again at Super Bowl 58 after a come-from-behind victory. The game was the first ever to be hosted in Las Vegas and featured a halftime performance by superstar Usher, which included appearances by Alicia Keys, Ludacris, and Lil Jon. Pop star Taylor Swift was among the celebrations as she greeted her boyfriend Travis Kelce on the field following the team's win. Look at that, cute. Every year, Americans spend billions of dollars on snacks to watch the big game. So President Biden used the occasion to call on companies to stop shrinkflation. That refers to when businesses reduce the size of their products without lowering the price. In a video posted on X, formerly known as Twitter, the president said the practice is, quote, a ripoff, and said companies should do the right thing. Happening today, tickets are going on sale for country music powerhouse Lauren Elena's concert at the Shooting Star Casino. The Grand Ole Opry member and chart-topping artist will be taking that stage for an unforgettable performance on Friday, April 12th at 8 p.m. But tickets for the show do go on sale today. Again, ticket prices will be $60 and $30. For more information, check out this story on our website or, of course, your free VNL News app. And dozens of people got out to enjoy the nice weather at the lights in West Fargo yesterday. Cass County Electric Cooperative provided skate rentals. People could also enjoy free hot chocolate. The rink at the lights in West Fargo is still open if you were thinking about going, as well as Broadway Square in Fargo. All other outdoor ice rinks in Fargo are still closed, though, due to our recent unseasonably warm temperatures. The Today Show and CBS Mornings are just about to start, but the Valley Today rolls on. More live up-to-the-minute news and weather coming up right now on the Fargo CW.